The list of finalists who are groveling to become Trump's vice president includes Marco Rubio, Elise Stefanik, J.D. Vance, and North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum. But Florida Congressman Byron Donalds hit a new low when he told a room full of black Republicans that he misses the quote-unquote good old days. Watch.
During Jim Crow, the black family was together.
That's right.
During Jim Crow, more black people were not just conservative, because black people always have been conservative-minded, but more black people voted conservatively. And then H.E.W., Lyndon Johnson, and then you go down that road, and now we are where we are.
It's hard to hear him a little bit, I think. But he's basically saying that during the Jim Crow period, which is post-slavery, like 100 years later, black people were in better condition than they are now, right?
When there were slave patrols and things like that. Well, you know, listen, I can't say it any better than our House Minority Leader, Hakeem Jeffries. So let's take a look at what he said.
We were not better off when a young boy named Emmett Till could be brutally murdered without consequence because of Jim Crow. We were not better off when black women could be sexually assaulted without consequence because of Jim Crow. We were not better off when people could be denied the right to vote without consequence because of Jim Crow. How dare you make such an ignorant observation? You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
So my question is, does Byron Donalds, does he not know the history, or is he just wanting to pander?
Well, either did anyone else in that room, though. What's scary is when you hear the audio, there are a lot of people going, So it feels like a class needs to be taught to everyone in that room, because segregation left you with no choice. Like, you weren't picking the family. They were literally making you go to different places. They didn't allow for, so talking about a black person choosing to be with your family and then looking at the greater social scheme and the injustice of that, he must not know what it is. I mean, that seems like a far leap to not understand Jim Crow, segregation, and the separation of the race. I don't understand.
Well, if he doesn't know, shame on him, because there is nothing worse, I think, that when people achieve certain status and certain rights and don't appreciate, take for granted the struggles, the death, the fights, the marches, everything it took to be able to give Byron Donalds the opportunities he has now. Because under Jim Crow, he couldn't vote. He wouldn't have been in Congress. He couldn't have married his wife. He's married to a lovely woman named Erica, who's white. Interracial marriage was illegal in Florida until 1969. He could have not gone to Florida State University. For over 100 years, black students were not admitted to that university. Over 250 blacks were lynched in Florida under Jim Crow. So for him to be waxing nostalgic about that era that elicits so much pain, that was such a dark period in the history of the United States, is offensive. And for him to be doing it as a black man, as a person of color, is even more offensive. What really drives me crazy, though, is that it's like every 3 months, a Republican says something more stupid about black history and slavery, right? I mean, last year we had Ron DeSantis saying that, defending that there was good things about slavery, skills that were learned that could be put to good use. Then we had Nikki Haley, who couldn't admit that slavery was the cause for the Civil War.
So my question to you, Sonny, is it stupidity like she says, or is it something else?
I think it's pandering.
Looking at the women in the views, they talk about Representative Donald, who came and said that because of the Jim Crow, during Jim Crow, the black people were living better life more than now. They have some good laws. Yeah. Another representative, that's a Democrat, came and said that no, you are wrong for that. During the Jim Crow rule, they were killing black men and no one could say it. During the Jim Crow rule, you have women were being raped for no justice and no one could say anything. So if that man does not even know, if Representative Donald don't know about the history, he should just better sit quiet because it's going to harm him. The women in the view also came and said during the Jim Crow rule, you could not even vote as a black man. Him there who could not be able to vote. Anna went ahead and said during the Jim Crow rule, it was not even possible for him to get married to his wife because he's married to a white woman called Erica. That racial marriage was not even allowed to happen there. So they will not even allow him to marry. During the Jim Crow rule, he will not even allowed to go to Florida University. Blacks took long time for them to be attend. And blacks were being killed, just being brutalized anyhow. So why will he just be saying out of ignorance? We don't know what he's saying. During that period, they'll just take black people and send them wherever they want to send them. You have no opinion, no voice to say where you want to be. So that was not a good time at all. So he could not just say that. So Anna was trying to say that this every 3 months, one of the Republicans will come out with something about slavery that they don't even know. And the other time, one of them came out and said that the slavery was beneficial because they had many skills that they learned. One of the senators with the governor. They cannot do that. What was profitable about him? Another person, which was Nikki Haley, come and say that no, during slavery time, the civil war was not caused by slavery. So she don't even believe that slavery did exist. So Anna was trying to say that the Republicans to do their work very well, rather than just come and be saying all type of things. So they were saying that he was on the list about people that will be chosen for President Donald Trump VP. Maybe that's why I was behaving like that. So they were surprised that Scott was not even there. Tim Scott was not there because Tim Scott was also, I love you, Donald. I love you. Me personally, I thought that Tim Scott would be chosen as the vice president. The way he was all over Donald Trump. And then the way he ran and engaged his wife. His fiancé, he was just his girlfriend. Maybe because of that, he rushed and engaged her. So everybody knew that maybe they might select him also. So because of all that is happening, that's why Representative Donald would just be talking. So they were just asking him to do his assignment very well and come and be disgracing the black people. All of them were annoying that even such a thing want to happen. You will not come out from a black brother, a black one who ought to know better about his history, where he was coming from. Not because President Donald Trump is just blinding their eyes and they'll be following him just for what he's doing wrong or right, which is not a good one. So actually, what do you think? What do you think about all this happening? Can I see your opinion in the comment section? What do you have to say about it? Do you support that all what happened during Jim Crow? Is he right or is he wrong? Let me see your opinion in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. If you are not subscribed, please help and subscribe and help share the video. God bless you.